Hello. I'm dead inside.
Eep.
I'm dead inside.
I'm dead outside.
You're not, though.
No, why not?
Because you're not dead.
Why not?
Because
Says
you're
who?
not.
Says who?
Says me.
Why would you say such a thing?
Because you're not
That's
dead.
very mean.
Well, I never claimed to be a nice person.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you have claimed to be a nice person before, but like sarcastically.
How's everyone doing? I hope they've had a good day / weekend / week / month.
Happy lifetimes, everybody.
Happy times, good lord.
This is how you know Sharky's brain dead. That wasn't that funny.
Look. Yesterday was exhausting. It was fun, but it was exhausting.
I look forward to making you laugh over the stupidest comments.
I'm also it's easy to make me laugh.
No, I look forward to it being even easier today. I mean,
Oh, because I'm brain dead? Okay. Oh, there's a Malik!
Oh, hi, Malik.
Hoya, Malik!
Hoi. Hoi.
How you doing? Listen to that rain.
Interesting.
What are you interested in?
There's two of us, right?
I
And
think
sometimes
that
I
is
host
how
the
that is
stream,
called. That's
and
how it.
sometimes you host the stream. And I
Yes.
guess the go live notification stuff for Discord for like other people's channels or whatever.
Oh, it's linked for when
It
you go
seems,
live.
yeah, it seems to be like associated with roles
Yeah, that makes
in
sense.
Discord. And so like, well, they're just setting it up today. So it might also be weird ways of setting it up. But yeah, basically it was like if they, or I guess the setup is usually done by streamer roles. And I was like, huh.
Very tired. Oh no.
All right, is there anyone here today who is not tired? Please raise your hand. I'm not raising my hand. To be clear, my hands are very low down. In
If
fact, let me just put them down off my chair so they're even lower.
if I did not have to set up my computer again today,
You would still be tired. Come on, you're always
I
tired.
would have slept until 2.
Oh, like I almost did.
Uh, Instead, I rolled out of bed at 11 and was like, time to plug things in. Where are the cords? What does this cord go to? I don't know.
What does this button do?
That's how my life is right now. The next the next day, Sharky screams. We make our way to the location. Unfortunately, it's pouring rain now. This is
Why was Sharky screaming?
because I hit the auto button.
Oh, that was not that fast.
It still skipped it before I fully read the thing.
Ooh.
This is the only clue we found so far. The location of Father's secret lab. Oh man! Just our luck! It's raining cats and dogs out there!
Lucy, would you like my coat? No, thank you. I'm fine. Don't worry.
We appear to be in the... Let's go! Or as the captioner...
We are both also very tired.
Or as the captioner says, Papa, Papa, Papa Pizza?
Mine just says Peppa, 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 Peppa.
Ah. Peppa Pig?
No pigs, though.
Ah.
We don't support the police here.
Do they support the police in that?
Oh, I mean pigs.
Oh.
No pigs. We don't support the police.
But they're literal pigs.
You know.
We appear to be in an abandoned graveyard, some ways out from central London. It seems like no one has set foot out. I've lost the ability to read. It seems like no one has set foot here for years. Lupin, Van Helsing, Impy, and Victor and the Count have investigated this place together to search for Father's laboratory.
You just nearly dropped Saint Germain entirely there.
Yeah, well...
You need a moment.
No.
You need some coffee, even though I know you don't drink coffee.
I might need to go get some water. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go get some water.
A laboratory under a graveyard. Isaac sure had a morbid idea.
I'll be right back while I fill some water.
You do that. I'll be drinking my coffee. I guess you also just woke up today, Malik. I always forget what the time difference is. I should know the time difference. I used to know the time difference. Too tired to figure out the time difference, actually. I'm sorry. I should just Google it. I used to know the time difference from here to there. 8:27 a.m. That's very early. That is an hour at which I am almost never awake. But yeah.
Malik, why are you up so early?
I hope you have time to like go back to sleep. I don't know
Yeah.
how your work schedule is right now, but I hope you get some time to like go back to sleep or take a nap or something.
Something? That's so early! Oh no!
That's yeah. Yeah, I don't. Usually if it's 8:27 a.m. and I'm awake, I may still take a nap if I work at midday. Okay.
Well, that's good. Ooh.
Yawns.
The what?
Sharky yawn.
I was gonna say super effective, but yawn can't be super effective because it's not a damaging move.
Can you imagine if the type advantages and disadvantages also applied to how effectively
Status
a move
effects
can-
happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would suck,
That would suck so much.
but it'd be funny.
I mean, I think the only move off the top of my head, that has to do with... No, there's a few ones with sound, but Hyper Voice was the one that popped in my head. Just scream very loudly. And then just keep screaming louder and louder until the person's like, I'm done, I'm done!
Leave me alone!
Are you really sure there's an underground facility at a place like this?
Yes, it should be here. These graves have been here for a long time. Since the 14th century, in fact. At the time, the Black Plague had broken out all across Europe. swept the country, and all told is believed to have killed 1/3 of Britain's population.
Just stab that knife wound into Saint Germain really quickly.
The bits of context you get now, right?
Yeah, just stab that knife wound into Saint Germain a little bit.
It's okay. He did it to himself, walking through all the towns where people were dying later. Not knowing the cause of the illness, the people fell to worry and confusion, concluded that it was a poison attack. But are you psychic types?
No, they're grass.
I forget if grass is weak to poison.
It is.
It's been too long.
This
I
is
have not played Pokemon properly myself in so many years.
this is why I had a type chart up yesterday, and apparently I learned that
Did he look at it?
No,
Did you show it to him?
No.
Because you were like, what's weak? Or what are bugs weak to? And he's like, drowning. I was like, he's got a point.
Yeah, it's like, well, logically it's not wrong.
Logically, that's a pretty good point.
But I mean, some of the ones, like, some of them, like, don't make sense logically. Because, like,
yeah. What does poison have to do with psychic? Yeah.
I thought it was psychic was strong against poison. Hold on. I'm bringing up a type chart.
One or the other.
Psychic.
I just remember they're related.
Psychic is strong against poison.
Right, okay. It was psychic is strong against poison. Dark is strong against psychic, and I think poison was strong against dark? Something like that.
Poison is not strong against dark.
Was it ghost?
No. Poison's good against fairy.
I'm thinking of a triangle that has poison.
It was psychic,
dark, and ghost.
Psychic, dark, and fighting type was the Gen 6 one, I believe.
See, it's been too long. I just checked. So Pokemon X and Y were my last one.
Yes.
And then I was like, I'm retiring from Pokemon.
Yes, and that had a grass fighting type, a fire
and that
psychic.
was in 2013, so you see how I am fallen very far off of what the type chart is.
Yeah.
I used to be so good at it.
That's the last time the type chart got updated, too.
I used to be so good about the type chart, though. Like, I would diversify my team so that no matter what the enemy pulled out, I had something strong.
See, I never do that. I'm just like, I like this one. I like this one. It's mine now.
Uh-huh. I mean, I would do that, but then, like, I wouldn't have a full 6 off of that, and then I'd fill in the gaps, basically.
Oh, so yeah. I mean, I always, like, find 6 that I like to some degree.
I mean, I like them to some degree. It's just beyond, like, my favorite handful. I don't really care about taking them along with me necessarily. I would, well, okay, no. So I would take a full typed out party, like something strong in every case, or at least someone has a move that's strong in something.
Well, see, I didn't even go that far.
When I was like going and adventuring, but if I was just like training or whatever, like, you know, grinding.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't. Because you know basically what Pokemon you're going to encounter in the wild. And
yeah.
You know, then you're trying to train up certain Pokemon.
I mean, at least in the newer games, they made it so much easier to do that, too. Because, like, EXP-alls are basically just there, always on. In Sword and... I forget if it was new in Sword and Shield, or if it was in the one before that, but even when you catch Pokemon, you get EXP now.
Oh, that must have been after I stopped.
Yeah, that was after X and Y, but I don't know if that...
after I stopped.
But I don't know if that was new in Sword and Shield, or new in Sun and Moon. Because I didn't play Sun and Moon. I skipped from X and Y to Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I had X and Y. I was like, all right, I've got this, and I'm done now. I am old and I am tired.
I'm excited for Scarlet and Violet. I'm gonna play it.
Then that was, see, basically I was like, I am old, I'm tired, I'm gonna retire. And then
you're gonna retire as a trainer.
Look, trainers are like 10 years old, okay?
Not all of them. You start as a 10-year-old.
I was like 21 already, okay? I had alcohol.
Some of the trainers are alcoholics.
Anyway, I was like, I'm tired. And I mean, you know, like the basic idea of the story and everything is pretty much the same every time in some slightly differing way.
Yeah, that's why I'm excited for Scarlet and Violet, because they said it's going to be 3 different stories that you can, like, weave through.
I guess it was the first time in a long while that I've been even interested in getting one. I haven't gotten it because...
Oh, which one?
Legends Arceus.
Oh, yeah, that one. That one's super fun.
I haven't gotten it, but I was like...
I need to go back and still...
It's actually a new, different story, right?
Yeah, and... That one just took a while to do the post-game. The post-game's pretty...
But you know what I did get? Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon... I still haven't finished it. I still have not finished it.
You're so close, aren't you?
I'm pretty close. I've
like if I remember right, you're like...
I have like an area.
One area away.
Yeah, I'm like... yeah, and there's the DLC areas now. Or like the... not DLC, but like free update areas. Yeah. But like, yeah, I know I am pretty close to the the credits. I just haven't.
Snap is great, but I just
still not done with Snap. Yeah,
I really think that the thing with Pokemon Snap on Switch though is the exact way that you cannot do it streaming, because
it's better because you're like portable, because you're able to use the gyro.
You are able to physically like move it around like an actual camera. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's just so much more immersive.
Yeah.
And so much more interesting. So unfortunately, that's the way you can't stream it.
No, you literally can't. Yeah.
So, but
I mean, somebody will probably eventually find a way to like mod it.
I mean, even if you don't do it that way, you've played it on the stream before.
Yeah.
You should just come back on the stream on some Friday with it. Finish it off. I'll even help you choose pictures again.
Oh, maybe we should do that this Friday. If you're not out. I don't remember if you're out this Friday.
I'll be out the week after.
Okay.
On the October 5th.
Yeah.
All the way until that Monday.
Oh, wow, sir.
Afterwards.
Okay.
I may or may not be back in time for D&D. We're gonna find out.
I hope you are.
I hope so, but it depends on my friend that's driving.
Well, I mean, it would be better to bring that up now? Or, like, tomorrow? Yeah. So that we know?
I've just been forgetting and I'm tired and stuff.
Yeah, no, I get that. Nah, Pokemon...
I mean, if I don't bring it up tomorrow, make sure at least I bring it up next week. Because I'll still be here next week. It's just the Friday, or the Wednesday, the 5th. Until the 10th, I should be out.
Okay, so we're missing Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday?
Sunday.
Yes,
the whole week.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
I mentioned it to you briefly, but
I don't remember. No, I'm excited. I'm excited for Scarlet and Violet because I'm going to probably do it on stream, and if I'm not done Digimon, I'll probably just put Digimon on hold for a little bit while I do Pokemon.
Is it coming out?
November.
Also, wow. Putting Pokemon over Digimon.
Yeah, I know. I like Digimon more, but Digimon Survive is so draining on me. And I don't think it's going to get any less draining with all the stuff that's been happening. I think it's only going to stop being draining in New Game Plus.
You know, I feel like my real question is, weren't you also starting Live Alive on your own stream before Digimon came out?
Yeah.
Have you been playing that off stream?
Nope. It's sitting right there. It is right in front of me. I'm looking at the case right now.
I mean, I might still do solo streams on this channel.
Yeah, and that's the thing of, like, I want to do solo streams during the week. But, every, like, the 2 days I can are Tuesdays and Thursdays. And usually those are the days that I'm like, I need rest right now.
After a while, Digimon will come.
Oh my gosh, I hope so. Because after chapter... Was it like 2 and 5? Or 3 and 5? I don't remember. It's a lot. It is a lot.
And the facility beneath this graveyard was a prison for those accused of using poison, who were later killed here. Speaking of a lot.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just put the knife directly into Saint Germain. Twist it around a little bit. He'll be fine. He's immortal.
For now.
Well, in this route, he's gonna stay immortal, right? Like in all of the other routes. And I mean, now you know why, like, after every route, he seems to just fuck off somewhere.
I don't know what exactly would happen, but when I saw Lotmon's new name, I had a feeling. See... can I give a little bit of Digimon trivia right now?
Go for it.
So, in the third Digimon anime, Digimon Tamers, which is where Lotmon is from, the big bad for, like, the first 40 episodes or so? Or is it... Yeah, the big bad for, like, the first 40 episodes or so was Lotmon's final form? And so I'm like, Lotmon was a villain before. Please don't say they're gonna do something like...
Lotmon was so cute.
Lotmon's adorable.
Just like the little baby mon at the beginning, and I'm still like, give back.
Sorry.
Turn back.
He
It was cuter that way.
He digivolved. He can't go back in that direction.
He turned into, like, the mascot character.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't imagine.
Koromon becomes Agumon, yeah.
But Koromon was cuter.
Well, yes. Koromon is literally in the baby stage.
Cuter.
Nah, is that baby? I forgot. Because I know...
Just like the Pokemon starters have regularly started off cute and then end fucking ugly.
I still don't know what Pokemon starter I'm going to do. I might do the chili pepper.
Chili pepper?
Yeah, there's the grass cat. There's one that looks like a chili pepper, and there's one that has like Donald Trump hair.
Yeah, I don't like the Trump duck.
I'm probably gonna go for the chili pepper.
We should probably disassociate the hairstyle from Trump.
I know one of my friends is getting the other version of it, and they're doing Weed Cat, the grass cat. Boop, boop.
Oh. You're calling it a chili pepper. Isn't it like... It looks like a little alligator or something.
Yeah, but it kind of looks like a chili pepper.
I see what you mean, but it's also It's not a grass type, okay? It can't be a plant.
Well, it's a fire type because chili peppers are spicy.
Peppers are still plants.
Okay, but my logic makes sense.
Then it's a grass fire.
That would be super interesting.
Oh, it would be interesting. They should do it.
I don't know if they've done a grass fire type.
It's kind of hard to explain.
Well, did they,
And it certainly wouldn't be a starter.
They have done a fire water type.
Mm-hmm.
One of
Just like they've done like electric ground type or water ground type, right?
Yeah, water ground is Quagsire.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the like mythical Pokemon from X and Y is fire water. Did you read this one? I already forgot.
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
You wanted to do your Digimon trivia.
Okay.
And I wanted to eat my noodles. The facility was later expunged from all records by the government as a stain on the nation's history and meant to be forgotten.
But Isaac set his eyes on it and had it modified to become his secret laboratory. Now I'm gonna have Dexter's Laboratories theme stuck in my head.
It's not Dexter's laboratory. It's Victor's laboratory. They're on the Victor route. Okay, there's no Dexter here.
No, Dexter's that TV show that people want to not deal with anymore.
What's that? I always mix up Dexter and House.
Dexter's the one with the serial killer.
I know. But I always mix them up because I feel like...
I mean, House seems like kind of a serial killer. You're not wrong there.
It's because I think if you look at the main guy that's used, I don't bother differentiating between the white men.
Hmm.
Serious looking white man. Okay.
I mean, both of them are not that good.
Was House the one with the pathologizing asexuality?
Yeah, it had the controversial Ace episode.
Mm-hmm.
And Dexter's the one where everyone's like, oh, so he's Ace and serial killer, great.
See, this is more reasons for me to like conflate the two.
They
both suck.
But then like later they're like, I
never watched either.
But then later it was like, oh, but I found this person and now I'm changing. And I'm just like, okay. Aww. I mean, it might be a convenient place to work, but how could you set up shop here? It's way too creepy. I think the Ace couple...
You have the energy now to explain what you were told a thirst trap is.
No, I never will have the energy for that. I was gonna say, the Ace couple did an episode on Dexter and House.
Mm.
I
remember the House one especially.
I haven't listened to either of them. I should. Because I've never seen the House episode. I only heard about it.
I've never watched House or Dexter.
Hmm.
Or various other shows. There are a lot of popular shows out there that I've not watched.
Ain't that the truth?
Breaking Bad, never watched it.
Breaking Bad's not that good either. Like,
all I know is that like Tumblr and fandom and stuff and woobification of characters, people are like, Walter White is a perfect innocent uwu baby, never done anything wrong, and then everyone else is just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Never did anything wrong. Sure.
Well, that's what I mean by woobification. He turned them innocent and sweet and stupid. Totally innocent. Totally just sweet and stupid. Somehow. I don't know anything about him, but like...
Murderer and drug lord.
This is the discourse that I've seen go by. And then my roommate sent me this great post recently. I'm gonna read it. Some of the phantom discourse on this website sounds like, I can't believe that Facewear, the show about the serial killer who tears out his victims' faces and wears them, would portray a relationship between a boss and a secretary. Don't they know that power imbalances in relationships are fucked up?
Wow. Just wow.
And because I'd had that exact conversation with my roommate, like, lamenting how much of fandom discourse is just utterly lacking in that kind of nuance, and how, like, people are like, well, people should be allowed to explore dark topics. And it's like, okay, but, like, they're, like, usually when you write something that you don't support, the writer makes it clear they don't support it.
Yeah.
In that very, like, what was it? Not that I have read Lolita, to be clear, but I have heard that Lolita is actually not supportive of what the fuck is happening in there. And then it, like, demonstrates, like, no, this was bad. And he's, like, wrong for this. And then all the people who think, like, yeah, see, look at Lolita. And it's like, that's not the same thing. People use this to excuse their pedophilia and incest ships. So, yeah. And it's always just like, but, you know, if you write it as a ship, as, like, a good thing and glorifying it and stuff, like, that's actually not just not condemning it, that's actually, like, kind of supporting that as, like, a normal ship, and it's a little different.
Just a wee bit.
As opposed to, like, we had watched a movie that was like, the primary villain is this sister, because there's these two siblings, and the main character has, like, married one of them, is going to live with them, and the sister of the guy she married is there, and it's being really creepy. So she's, like, the main villain. But then it turns out that the guy is sort of also, like, totally an accomplice, has totally been in on it and stuff, and that they're in, like, an incestuous relationship, but it's shown as being very unhealthy and very bad. And, like, they are, but it's not, like, a glorifying
It's
thing.
not a good
also,
thing.
It's kind of shown that partially it's like the sister is using it to keep, like, a vice grip on the guy and whatever. It's very unhealthy on him. And yeah, part of the resolution, I think, is breaking that and him just being with his wife properly. Or whatever. And, like, him turning against his sister and stuff. And it's like, yeah, there's incest in there, but it's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. Not at all.
So we were saying about how like, the people who just are like, yeah, it's the bad people are doing bad things.
What
is, like, yeah, like, it's not that you can't talk about it or discuss, show it or whatever.
And I mean, like,
but
the entirety of Breaking Bad is very much showing that the main character and basically most of the people around him are all not good people. Like,
that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people are just assume that if a show or whatever
main character is always good.
the main character is always good. The main character is always correct. Everyone else is wrong. And it's just like, no.
I mean,
no,
like, at least
not quite.
for Breaking Bad, because I watched like the first like 4 seasons or whatever. It was like, okay, I'm gonna start selling this drugs in order to just get money, because I'm gonna die like in a few months, and my kid needs. I gotta get money for my kid to go to college to support my family after I'm gone. Pay for funerals, pay for this, pay for that. But then it slowly just goes worse and worse and worse until he's just like kidnapping people, shooting people, like just raising entire gangs and all this stuff just to keep getting more and more money, because now he's like, well, I'm gonna live, so I'm just gonna keep going with this and just make more money and just do whatever I can to make more money. It's like, cool.
Cool. Anyway, he's a perfect innocent ooh baby. He's never done anything wrong.
Sure.
You were like, never say that again, and then I said it again like 15 minutes later.
Yeah, you did. ... Oh, that's just my personal opinion on the matter. You know?
It's alright. I was thinking the same thing. Isaac says in the notes we've recovered, many were killed here, a tragedy entirely caused by doubt, confusion, and ignorance.
I am still always like, how can I go in? Why do I have the ability to just go into Impy's form?
You have a cartoony voice.
But I'm not a cartoon!
I don't know. According to everyone here, you're a cartoon shark.
That's because they see the icon.
No one knows anything to the contrary.
I'm not a shark floating in a glass ball holding a Switch controller right now. That is not what I am.
You're not in one of the Rakuin Marvels? It's the Shark World, maybe.
No. I'm not even a shark.
You're not?
No.
You've been lying to everyone this whole time?
No, I've said it multiple times.
Nah, you're a shark.
Says the person who actually seen me in person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why am I here?
I don't know. You could be ahead. You could be like skipping all this part up until the split off.
Whee! I ran out of breath.
I'd like to go with Victor then. If I have any questions when I'm reading through documents, I can ask you.
Because you're basically as good as my dad.
If not better. No, he hasn't designed a whole city on top of all his alchemy stuff.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll be glad to help you out. I'll do my best.
We leave the others behind and enter one of the rooms along the main hallway. The room is filled with books, documents, and piles of papers, all stacked up and crammed anywhere they can fit.
There's so much here. Did my father leave all this behind?
Victor grabs some of the nearby documents and begins reading through them. He has an exaggerated reaction to everything around him and is completely engrossed with what he finds.
Amazing. These unpublished articles. They're all so innovative, they'd turn the established community on their heads.
Of course.
This, and this too. Wow. This place is amazing.
What?
Sorry, should I have gone tee. What is it, AC? It's just, you're suddenly like a child. Uh, Sorry. This is an important time for you, and I should contain myself. It's all right. You can look through things on your own. I'm going to try to look for information about me.
For a while, we look through the documents in the room separately. I can sense that Victor is searching for something, but suddenly things fall silent.
What's the matter?
Things fall as silent as the background noise.
I found
A philosopher's stone?
it. Yeah, he just has one lying around here.
Okay, how many dead bodies are in that stone?
How many dead bodies were in the graveyard?
I peek at the documents he's holding. Facilities within London using Zicterium?
Sectarian.
Use of Zicterium within plans for large-scale international terrorism?
Hey, terrorist plot! Sectarian?
Terrorist plot? In this
terrorist?
In this route, which has already dealt with the terrorist plot by using terrorism?
Look, you're gonna declare that I am not a terrorist. My evidence is that I am committing terrorism right now.
My hand automatically...
And then Queen Victoria goes up to the rest of the crowd and goes, as you can all see, he's innocent of terrorism. And everyone's just like, oh, okay. All right, I guess you told us he's innocent of terrorism.
My hand automatically reaches for my chest. Victor had told me before that the gem in my chest, the horologium, may be a form of Zicterium. Was that said? What?
I don't think in text he had. It might be telling us this because it wasn't a scene.
Ah.
That, or we've skipped ahead through various things and we just don't remember.
I mean, it
has... We skipped so much in the common route now.
Well, we did the common route.
We did.
7 months ago.
Was it only 7 months ago?
I don't remember when did we start this?
Use of Zicterium for terrorism? What does this mean?
Hold on.
And depending where in the common route too, right?
Sorry, correction. 14.
14 months ago.
14 months ago.
When did we finish the common route? Like for the first time.
December 12th was Isaac's laboratory.
All right, so December 12th was about the first time we got to here?
Yes, and then...
So like 9 months ago.
And then 19th was running away from home. So that would have been the, like, beginning of the Impy, like, chapters. So yeah, 9 months ago we finished the common route.
For the first time.
It took 5 months. I mean,
Well, there was
we weren't
a
playing it like
yeah, there was a period of because we
we did.
originally did the first ones because I was house sitting and
We
just
did the
never got
first.
that
Yeah,
far to the
we
file.
did the first 2 because you're a house sitting. Yeah.
There's only one thing they'd use it for. Zicterium has the potential to become the worst weapon created by mankind. What? Zicterium is a powerful poison used in the Vampire War 2 years ago. It creates a deadly fog, killing everyone. Hey, you know that MP trauma?
Oh.
You know that MP trauma?
Zicterium. Powerful poison used during the Vampire War, just like he just said. It is most toxic when in gas form, and was deployed in this fashion during the war. Though its deadliness decreases significantly when liquid, it is still dangerous.
So, you know, we're starting the Victor route, but first, let's recap. You remember the Saint Germain trauma with the Black Plague? Okay. Now let's talk about Impy trauma.
Okay,
In this game, everyone is traumatized, and that's why it's one of my favorite Atomic games.
And we're gonna be finishing it eventually.
Mm-hmm. We're more than halfway.
Yeah.
But even then, the amount of Zicterium used was only a small portion of the amount created. A massive amount went missing.
That's sketchy.
Mm-hmm. Of course, Queen Victoria began several concerted efforts to find the missing Zicterium, but it was never found. And where is it now? It was never found, AC. Aren't you listening? Proposal for an effective way to spread Zicterium as a weapon. After the war, most of the Zicterium will be stored at... It's just as I thought. The Zicterium is somewhere here, in this city.
Victor begins searching through the papers, more desperately than ever before.
Where is the Zicterium being kept? Victor! Calm down!
He's beyond the realm of desperation, and for a split second, he even looks like he's gone mad.
He hasn't?
This is completely different from his usual peaceful self. And then... Hey! It's time for us to get back together! Suddenly, we hear Lupin calling for us from afar. It seems we'd spent more time here than we'd realized. The voice seems to restore Victor's calm. He stills his hands and looks over at me awkwardly.
Sorry I lost control there. It's alright. Do you want to go back to the others?
Victor and I head for the room's exit. Zicterium. A weapon. And Victor's reaction to it.
...
I feel an undeniable swirl of darkness beginning to stir within my heart. Maybe I'll become a Heartless. What? I had to.
You know, she doesn't have a heart, remember?
That's true.
She's actually already a nobody.
But nobodies can grow hearts.
She's growing something in there.
Wow.
Hmm? What?
After a little while...
Should I have spoiler alerted that?
By the time we've returned to the hallway, the others are already there.
Now then, why don't we present what we have found? That sounds good. I'll start then.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Lupin looks up at the ceiling.
Damn.
I was right about having a bad feeling. Narrow underground passageway. It's good they're only coming from one direction, but it's still bothersome. Am I able to skip?
Skip.
Yeah! Blah 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 stabbings.
Bum, 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 bum,
Blah,
bum,
blah,
bum.
Blah blah blah
Just
blah
kidding, he's not done
blah
yet.
blah 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 blah.
Yeah. No!
I slap away his hand, unable to get to my feet. I slap away his hand. Unable to get to my feet, I drag myself backwards. I don't get far. However, my back runs into one of the glass tubes.
You're so flustered. All of this is merely playing at being human. You understand this, don't you?
Playing at being human, what I do every day.
Aces playing at attraction?
What? Are you saying attraction is what makes us human?
No. Because you're a monster. No. Attraction doesn't make us human. Because AC feels attraction, and she's technically not human.
Finis tugs on a chain around his neck and pulls a faintly glowing pendant from under his shirt.
Pendant. Jewelry that Finis wears. The red gem in this pendant glows, pairing it with the horologium.
But we already saw this pendant!
What?
Is this why they said to do this route first?
No.
Oh. That glow. That color. In a flash, I understand everything.
I mean, like, maybe, but I feel like mostly it's because Saint Germain's... you saw it yourself. It sets up Lupin a lot as a love interest.
That is an object that goes along with the horologium in my chest. I have a bad feeling and back away a few steps without thinking.
Sister, I'm going to release you.
His words and expression frighten me. My body seems to understand him, though, and rejects him with all its might.
Leave me alone!
I struggle to escape, but he quickly grabs my arm. My mind is flooded with terror, and I can't think of a single one of the self-defense techniques I was taught.
Single one of the self-defense techniques.
What?
There was a typo.
Oh, was that?
Techniques. Sorry, I was in the middle of eating, which means I ended up saying it very delayed.
Well, I didn't even see it, so...
I know you didn't. You just read it normally. Which is why I had to make a point of self-defense techniques.
Oh, what is a technique?
It's a Technicolor key.
No!
It's one of Thora's keyblades.
Oh! Why do they sound like Beetle from Legend of Zelda?
Do it again.
Oh! Thank you!
So when are you becoming a voice actor?
Never? Never.
You should audition.
I do not have the ability to do that.
Sure you do.
No, I don't.
You have the ability to audition. Yeah.
No, I don't!
Yes, you do. I know you do, because I had the ability to audition, because y'all told me to send in an audition thing.
Yeah, but that was for, like, the new challengers.
Yeah, and?
I don't know of any things that I could apply for.
Well, when one comes up, you know. Eventually. Some part of you seems to realize what this pendant signifies.
One of these days, I'm just gonna wake up to a message that's just going to be like, audition for this. And I'm gonna be like, what?
No, it's gonna be a link to some audition thing, and it's just gonna say, go.
Go, go, Power Rangers!
This kid argues that he's not cartoony.
Power Rangers isn't a cartoon!
Well, I think there is a cartoon, but also, I mean, I'm not saying that Power Rangers is a cartoon. I'm saying that you are cartoony.
I am not. I deny it.
You're in denial? I mean, I know that, but...
Phineas holds me down and brings the pendant close to my body. Like, my Pathfinder group says, they can believe it only when I get, like, excitable. When I'm talking normally, I don't sound cartoony.
Is it only around me that you get excitable often?
Maybe.
Like, oh, only when you're excitable. So 90% of the time?
Are you saying with when I'm with other friends, it's the other 10%?
Oh, the other 10% is when I'm putting you through shenanigans.
But what if I'm by myself?
Well, I don't know what happens when you're by yourself.
I sleep.
I'm saying 90% of the time out of the 100% of the time of the talking. 100% of my interactions with you, 90% of them, I feel like you are excitable. Or animated, rather. Excitable and or animated. You get very animated about things.
Oh, so I should...
You get very animated. By which I mean cartoony. You just become a cartoon.
No, I'm not a cartoon. What are you talking about?
IMB.
What? No, that was a little bit lower than Impy was.
A little bit, but close
because,
enough.
Like, because I was talking...
With the wine.
Because I was talking here. Impy's a little bit more up here.
Uh-huh. It's so funny because his actual voice in the cast is not like that.
No, it's not. I can't see anybody actually doing that voice for Impy. It's just when I saw Impy and the way he's written,
I feel like it suits him very well. It just probably isn't what they would cast for a dating sim.
Oh no, not at all, because why would you want to date somebody who sounds like this all the time? I mean, come on.
Someone out there probably does. Do I need to gasp again?
Yes. His necklace begins to emit a high-pitched ringing. At the same time, my chest begins to feel burning hot. I experienced the same feeling during the abduction attempt on the train. It's called heartburn.
How can she have heartburn with no heart?
Stop making me...
No. Sharky went splat.
But the pain is orders of magnitude worse. It feels like my insides are burning up. I can't keep from screaming. I think this is... Is this why people show up? These shenanigans?
I think it is.
Huh. Well, okay then.
I mean, if anyone's coming for the game, I'm glad, but I'm also like, sorry.
The game takes
What game?
second priority. I heard the start of it and the end of it. That's fine. It literally was. Huh?
Now show me your true shape. A monster that can't be stopped by anyone.
Why did the Beauty and the Beast song just popped in my head?
That's a great question. Why did it?
Because my brain doesn't work properly.
That's a properly working brain.
I don't know. Some people have them.
Are you sure?
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Supposedly there are people who have brains that don't do those things and just you're able to get up and do the things that you want to do and you're not traumatized and this, that, the other thing.
People exist without executive dysfunction?
Yes, apparently. I don't know what that's like, but apparently that's a thing.
Whoa. Sounds fake.
Also, where did that voice come from?
Hmm? Which one?
The one I was doing.
From your cartoony soul.
I don't have a cartoony soul! What does a cartoony soul even look like?
I don't know. What does any soul look like? Whatever a normal soul looks like, that it looks like that, but cartoony.
I want to know. I want to see a drawing of a cartoony soul now.
Okay. I'll submit it to the drawing prompts Tumblr. We'll see
There's
what people come up with.
There's a drawing prompts Tumblr? Of
There
course there is.
It's not quite as popular as the writing prompts Tumblr, but it's okay.
As if in response to the pendant shining brightly, the horologium pulses with light. The pain coursing through my body is so extreme that I nearly pass out. At that moment, there's a loud burst of light and sound, along with the sound of glass shattering.
Damn it.
As Phineas's grip on me loosens, another hand grabs me.
Casey, are you hurt?
Wow, no stabbings happened this time.
We're not out of the lab yet. Victor! Why are you here? Everyone told me to go ahead to protect you.
Victor stands up to shield me from Phineas and turns to face him as Satan voices 3 characters!
Mm-hmm. You know what? That might be you later. In the Lupin route.
Will?
I'm trying to think.
Because, yeah, I voice...
No, actually, it was just you going back and forth between Van Helsing, Alistair, and narrator.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that one! That was
Actually, it's that you already did.
That was a rough one.
So it's just my turn now, but you're still narrator.
That was a rough one, mainly because, I mean, same thing with you, is those two have very different voices. Are those...
Wildly different voices.
So it's like... swapping between...
I feel like... I've lost the placement of Finis's voice. It's been so long.
I mean, you're doing it basically the same.
I'm guessing.
You're doing it.
I've also kind of lost the placement of Victor's voice.
Yeah,
I have a vague sense of approximately how low.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically very similar to what they were.
I think the real problem is
they're probably
pacing on Victor's is not as soft-spoken as he actually is.
I mean, probably better because Discord actually can pick it up.
A flash bomb. An outdated choice, but surprising nonetheless.
Because I do remember there was multiple times for Saint Germain and Victor early on where it was like, no, I didn't hear anything you just said.
Dr. Frankenstein. I didn't think you could work up the courage to save my sister. Is she that important? Yes, she's important. I see. Are you speaking the truth? Are you sure this isn't just a form of atonement?
Atonement? What could he be talking about? Victor doesn't answer and simply glares at Finis. Victor used Leer. Finis's defense has lowered.
No, it hasn't.
Professor Sharkwood!
Hi, Mick.
Hello, Mick. Mick came in yesterday and was like, Professor Sharky, that's not the name of a tree!
Are you a Sharkwood tree now?
That was the name that Mick came up with for my tree name, is Sharkwood, a more aggressive version of Dogwood. Was, I think, the actual wording.
You know, shouldn't it just be, like, Professor Seaweed?
I joked him like, oh, the best you may get is like Professor Kelp.
Like, what are trees that grow in water?
Kelp! Or coral.
I got a picture of an old mulberry tree in some water that for some reason, like, also gushes water? Like a fountain.
Interesting.
From the Weather Channel. In a strange but natural phenomenon, water gushes from an old mulberry tree in a village in Montenegro.
But we're doing tired, is what we're doing.
Yeah.
We are tired.
I saw you go live yesterday, and I considered popping in, and then I was like, actually, it's 4:45 a.m. for me already, and I should go to bed.
Oh.
I think I clicked it for about 20 seconds.
Oh.
I knew it. I mean, Dr. Frankenstein. My sister isn't even human.
Wow. Wow, Finis. Wow.
Don't worry. I'm not either. The greatest accomplishment science can achieve. An artificial life form. Her very existence is fabricated. She is a monster. Look around us. All these failures floating here.
Yeah, I went live pretty late. I think I woke up at one point and saw the notification, was like...
I mean, I also saw the notification like 3 hours past when you started, I think.
Yeah, because I think it went, they went live 1 your time? I think it was like 4 a.m. my time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was...
But as I said, it was like 4:40 or something my
Yeah.
time, and I was like, I should go to sleep.
Hey.
I read this.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
I literally didn't hear any of it. Love Shovel Knight Dig, though. I need to play the Shovel Knight games. I know they're so good, but the achievement hunter side of me is just like, do you know how many playthroughs that's going to be? Do you know how many playthroughs that's going to be? You have to do a playthrough where you don't die. You have to do a playthrough in under like 3 hours. You have to do a playthrough with no checkpoints. A playthrough with only the shovel. A playthrough that's this. A playthrough like that. Then you have to do the 3 other versions of it where you play as 3 other characters. Then
Is this how you choose your games? Is based on how easy it is to 100% them?
Oh no! If I did that, then like I would never have played a Yakuza game.
I don't honestly say it's the wrong part. Okay, by how much you want to do the achievement hunting for the game?
No, there's some games that I'm like, I want to play this, and then later I'm like, oh, well, I've already started it. Let's go. Let's just finish this hell.
You know, come to think of it, if Pokemon had achievements, what do you think they would be?
Oh, please, no. No.
I was just thinking of like, right, I don't have the latest Pokemon games, but you know, Switch doesn't have achievements.
Switch doesn't have achievements.
Although games sometimes have built-in achievements.
Yes.
I would argue that Arceus like kinda had achievements.
I mean,
In some ways.
I mean, kinda yes, like kinda no, because usually achievements are not like don't impact the game, and they actually like those research ones are very much they impact the game because once you fill out all of them, then you get a shiny charm, so you can get more shinies. But yeah, and Shovel Knight on the Switch has the built-in achievements. I think even on Wii U it had built-in achievements.
Yeah, I think Rune Factory 4 has some achievements built in. Because there's like the trophy room.
Yeah, there's the trophy room, yeah.
Obvious catching every Pokemon would be one.
Which is why I'm like, no, I don't even want to think about that because, like, there's...
Not catching every Pokemon so much as filling out the Pokedex.
It's going to be completing the Pokedex, like, getting the gym badges, like, doing X amount of fights, like...
Find all the hidden items on the ground.
Do not get me started with Octopath Travelers. Do not get me started with Octopath Travelers.
She's no different. There's no use sympathizing with a monster like that.
You say that and I get flashbacks to a few games. Which, that is an achievement, is to find all the hidden items. Catching a shiny would be one, and I could totally see that being one, and I would hate that with an utmost passion. I mean,
they really hated you.
I mean,
catch
like
100 shinies.
I could also see that. I mean, no, I'd probably say the most that they would do would be like 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
Because like once you have the
eggs.
Hatch 100 eggs, I could totally say.
Hatch 100 eggs, I could definitely say.
Oh, because that's so easy. Especially in Sword and Shield, that's so easy to do. X amount of the raid battles that they have.
Oh, right, I forgot that was a thing now.
Yeah, that's a thing, and they're making... In the newer game, they're slightly different. it's gonna be interesting. Like, there's definitely things that they could do, but it's like, all of them would be super tedious. Getting
Is that what achievements are sometimes?
flashbacks to the Mahjong achievements in Yakuza 0. Make 5 billion yen by playing Mahjong. Why?
Maybe I'd actually remember the rules to Mahjong that my family finally taught me last time I went home, and now I've forgotten again.
I still don't fully understand most of the rules in Mahjong.
My parents finally taught me, and now I don't remember. I remember a little bit.
Like,
but
I
you know how I play games, right?
Yeah.
Like whenever it gets to my turn in like a board game or something, you know that annoying thing I do where I sit there for 5 minutes strategizing out what my move should be?
Yeah.
This is usually after I've already spent everyone else's turn strategizing out what
Ah. But in
I take a long time for strategizing.
and in Mahjong, that changes after everybody's turn, too.
It does, but you can. I mean, that happens for a lot of board games too. But you can start pre-planning like what move you'd like to make.
Yes.
And see like what's the next best thing after that. But I usually try to start thinking through. But like Mahjong is so fast-paced.
Yes.
For a lot of people,
Oh,
like they're
yes.
already just grabbing and going.
Uh-huh.
So every time it would come to my turn, I'd sit there staring for a while, like,
I mean, that's how, like, when I'm playing Mahjong in Yakuza, I'm always like, mostly because, I don't know the hands.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, what is the best option?
We don't have it up right now, so I definitely can't walk you through any of it. Also, I've forgotten half of it, because that was like 9 months ago.
I mean,
8 months ago?
I also I don't think I have a Yakuza game. No, I have 2 Yakuza games loaded on my PS5. Neither of them in right now because it's kind of just like,
Yeah, anyway.
I'm not playing that right now. I think I stopped one of them because there's a pool achievement that you have to get, and because it was originally a PS3 game that they ported to PS4, but they forgot to recalibrate the gyro, and so they when they
how does it feel to have a PS5? Yeah, great question, Mick.
And so when they ported it to PS4, they didn't recalibrate the gyro because the gyros are so different.
So weren't you supposed to ask me to play?
I keep forgetting.
Sharky.
My brain doesn't work.
Sharky is tired and overschedules himself and then thinks he doesn't do anything. Also, I read this line like a while ago.
Yes, I know. I know. I do remember that for once.
And like, will we get through the lab scene before the stream?
No, because we're already at an hour and a half.
Shut up.
Okay.
That was definitely not as low as it should have been.
Well, I can't read this line because he told me to shut up.
I didn't tell you to shut up. I told Finnis to shut up, which means I told me to shut up because I'm also Finnis. Victor
cuts Finnis off with sharp words. He takes out a few different test tubes and holds them threateningly.
Holds threatening test tubes. Hold test tubes threateningly.
Yeah. A line we have to say to Magic. How do you hold test tubes threateningly?
Yeah. Like this, it seems.
Like Wolverine claws?
Yeah. That's pretty threatening. I mean, Wolverine has his claws out when he's being threatening, right?
I mean... yeah...
Kill you if I wanted to. Don't get any closer to her. desperation. Do you know that you make a pretty good terrorist?
Wow. Wow. Finis doesn't seem put off in the least by Victor's threat. He continues to chuckle.
Finis, what do you mean to do with her? What makes you think I would answer a question like that?
Finis raises his pendant as if to ridicule Victor's question.
This is the key to transforming the horologium into a superior form.
Ah! It's going to digivolve.
Horologimon?
I'm glad you chuckled at that. Like, at that really bad joke.
Horologimon.
Gotta catch 'em all, Horologimon.
That's the wrong song.
Well, yeah, because Digimon doesn't have that song. Because you don't. Because in the show you don't catch Digimon. You have a Digimon partner.
Yeah. It's too late, Dr. Frankenstein. It's all been set in motion.
I'm dying. Just the sight of the pendant.
Wait, is the one dying? It seems.
Well,
Since her only line since the start has now just been.
Well, apparently I continue to be the MC.
Which I am not even able to actually scream because 1, I'm in an apartment, and 2,
Discord.
pretty sure Discord will eat it.
Oh, Discord has been eating the screams. It's been going nom 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 nom.
I'm not even doing full screens. Discord.
Well, I mean that last one went through pretty well.
I know I watched my thing so I could try to adjust my volume as needed.
But the last few one.
The other one you were like. It's hungry today. Did you forget to feed it?
Well, yeah, because I didn't use it yesterday.
Yeah. That's why Discord's hungry.
Don't feed your Discord after midnight. Just the sight of the pendant seizes my chest with a burning pain.
At midnight, whose time zone?
Yes.
AC? You feel it too, don't you, sister? It stirs within you. The absolute.
Finis takes a step forward, laughing. Right at that moment.
No stabbing, you said?
Huh. Some stabbings. A light stabbing.
What?
Without warning, a blade pierces Finis's chest like every other time.
Yeah. Happens every fucking time. What? Overconfidence is often one's greatest enemy. Who are you?
Who are
I have
you?
4 characters.
Who?
That's a great question. I am 4 characters now. Who am I? Oh dear, I must apologize. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Saint Germain. But perhaps you'd understand better if I were to tell you my other name. Agents of Destiny, Guides of History. We are called many names.
And we're all terrible.
And we're all traumatized. But The Apostles of Idea. Does that ring a bell? Idea? The Idea? The one organization Father feared.
Oh, you just got a romance with one of them and then threatened the boss, and everything works out fine.
Yeah! Oh, don't forget the fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and
fighting and fighting and fighting, 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 fighting and fighting, fighting and fighting, fighting, fighting and fighting, fighting, fighting and fighting and fighting.
Yeah, that's what Saint Germain did apparently for days at a time. As he went around killing all the other possums. Possums.
Oh, possums.
Saint Germain? The Opossums of Idea. See, this will be over quickly. So please stay where you are, if you would be so kind.
Please exit the laboratory in an orderly fashion.
Please follow the exit lights.
Beep boop beep boop beep boop. Saint Germain's smile is chilling. That's the only way I can describe him right now.
I finally understand why Twilight could never find you, sister.
Because all the soldiers are incompetent.
Idea. You people.
Without letting Finis finish, Saint Germain pulls his blade from Finis's body in one swift motion.
And apparently slashes a couple times for funsies.
You what? You gotta chop off the head. The look of pure surprise, Finis collapses on the spot like a marionette whose strings have been cut. Well, hello there, Pinocchio. Oh, that's not a Jiminy Cricket impression.
Is it supposed to be?
No, that wasn't. But then after I said that, I'm like, I should have tried to do a Jiminy Cricket impression.
Don't worry, you still can.
Oh, I actually don't remember what Jiminy Cricket sounds like. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts in over a year.
I was about to say, just think really hard about Kingdom Hearts.
Also, he like almost stopped showing up at one point where it's like, wait, is he even a part of this game?
He's mostly just like kind of there, and then he writes your journal.
Yeah, every once in a while he'll pop up. The big game that he's a part of is Recoded.
That makes sense.
Because it's about the digitization of the journal.
Yeah.
Slowly, so slowly, a pool of red spreads from beneath Finis's body. It's terrifying.
Apologies that the Sharky CD seems to skip a little on Finis's name.
You gotta get...
Apologies also to anyone who's young enough that you don't get what I'm saying.
You gotta resurface those things after a little while, after they get scratched so much. Oh man, that's for an older demographic. I want to run from this place immediately. Saint Germain wipes the blood off his weapon and slides the blade back up his sleeve, where it had been hidden. Mick crying because CD jokes are for older generations, and we all know it. And we are all old.
It's okay. Currently, no one seems to be in the chat, at least speaking up about their confusion.
About resurfacing CDs?
No one in the chat presently speaking is saying that they're too young to get it.
I feel like I heard a younger person at work one time when I was still going into the office make a joke about the save icon. And I'm just like, oh, please stop.
What was the joke?
I don't remember, but it was basically like... I don't remember. But they were so young. I also remember people... No! I remember one time in college, a person was like astounding... Like, so astounded at how video game developers were able to put like so much game onto like CDs and cartridges, because like it's so like because Blu-rays are just so much storage. How could they fit anything on like CDs? They can't hold anything. And I'm just like,
oh, that's why we have things like Missing No.
That's why we have things like Missing No and the bottle glitch in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, they were very creative about storage back then.
The funniest part will always be that any Sega game where on I think it was like the Genesis or whatever, most of the storage was used up just by the Sega intro. Like, I know Sonic, that was like half or 3/4 of the storage was just that Sega intro.
Hurry. We gotta finish the scene at least.
As he wipes the blood from his face, he gently touches Finis' wrist to check for a pulse.
That should settle things. Now that they've lost Finis, Twilight will have to retreat for now.
Whenever I think of... I always think of the sound chip. Sega!
Let's find a way out of here and ensure our own safety first. Then...
Finis died right before my eyes. His shocked expression as the blood spurted from his chest. And how vastly different Genesis games sound from SNES. Oh yeah, they had very different sound systems to the point where some people prefer the Genesis versions because they sound nicer. Except for Aladdin. Aladdin will always be the SNES version. People who say otherwise are wrong. This brutal scene has been burned into my mind.
I think we can skip. Unable to keep up with the rapid turn of events. Alien heavily again. No, wait, you're reading this. Alien heavily against Sharky to read his lines.
My brain wanted to do an Emperor's New Groove quote, but I forgot the quote.
We are tired today.
Unable to keep up with the rapid turn of events, I lean heavily against the wall, says Satan. Then
hands the role of narrator back to Sharky.
I suddenly feel a piercing pain in my chest, and I place my hand against it. The horologium is hot? The heat is building up inside me, and I feel as if my entire body's burning.
Is he? What's wrong?
Victor notices something is amiss and looks into my eyes with concern. But
this girl is on fire.
Our priority right now is to escape! I shake my head, trying to hide the sudden heat that has seized my body.
Fine. Let's look for another way out. Right. But you look like you're in pain.
A way out? That's a different video game.
Sure, I understand your concern, but let us respect her judgment that she is all right. First and foremost, we need to determine a method to exit this place. I understand. But you'll tell me if it gets to be too much, won't you? Yes. Thank you.
I look up and see countless versions of me that never were. That sounds like some song lyrics that are trying to be super deep.
Well, here it's just actually very literal.
I know that, but like, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
They have no expression on their faces and simply stare out blankly. For some reason, they look sad to me.
What am I?
If what Phineas said is true and I was created by Father, then why? For what purpose was I made? Phineas says, I wonder if he was like me, or was he something else entirely? The only person who knows that will come back after a little while, probably.
Because he's got so many bodies.
I walk over to him and gently close his eyelids, and I think I can skip.
Try?
Nope.
I'm like...
The least I can do for him is a send-off. Now I should be able to skip.
Now I don't think you can skip anything. Oh, okay, wait, no.
No, because this is all leading up to the leaving.
Mm.
There's a faint pain deep in my chest. Ever since Phineas has touched me with that pendant he called a key, I felt a strange pain in my chest from time to time. I keep getting heartburn. It feels like the horologium...
You have no heart!
It feels like the horologium grows warmer. That's what they told Roxas and Axel.
Well, you know what?
But they had hearts all along.
You know what? Apparently she got touched by a key and this all started, so I think actually someone took a keyblade to her.
Stop making me laugh, please.
No.
Why? Why, oh why?
Because it's funny.
Oh no! Once the pain goes away, I look back up at the mansion. Everyone, especially Victor. I won't be able to see any of them anymore. The thought of this makes me sad. I always enjoyed the time I spent with him. I wish he could have taught me more.
Can't be helped. I need to get going. Where are you going?
To the moon!
We're not impy.
I thought that perhaps I was only imagining his soft voice, but I look over and see Victor.
Victor, what are you doing here? It's just a coincidence, but you were acting strangely, so I couldn't help but follow you. ...
I don't know why, but I hurts to meet his gaze. I look down.
It hurts to meet his gaze, yes.
That's what it says!
That's what it says.
I look down to avoid his eyes.
Just like the Techniques.
Techniques? And I hurts! Neither of us says a word. The only sound is the constant wind that we can't hear.
Ooh.
What? There's an owl now, too?
Sorry, I'm trying to make wind sounds, but Discord's eating them unless I turn into an owl.
If I just make a run for it, I can probably escape him? But a part of me wants to hear his voice.
Finding out the truth was too painful, wasn't it? That you're not human. That you're an artificial life.
My breath hitches in my chest at these words that are thrown at me. I didn't think Victor, of all people, would strike at that horrible memory. But what he says next is an even bigger shock to me.
I'd always suspected as much. You're fundamentally different from a human. I knew that you were special. What?
You calling me an alien or something?
No, he's calling you a homunculus.
Mm.
Being able to create life is a ridiculous concept. As an alchemist, I'll never be able to believe in it. Unlike the character on whom I'm based. But...
I'll never be able to believe it.
Premise of the character that he's based on.
I'll never be able to believe it. Victor, in another universe, I created life.
Yes.
Also, where
you should just screen cap this. Victor Frankenstein. As an alchemist, I'll never be able to believe in creating life. Yeah, okay. Being able to create life is a ridiculous concept. I'll never be able to believe in it. Just...
Okay. I need to breathe.
I'm embedded in your chest. A body that can withstand that acidic poison. Isaac Beckford's daughter. When did you bring in the pH of the poison, Victor? Why are you bringing in the pH of the poison?
Oh, I don't know.
Knowing about these things and after spending time with you, I became certain of one thing. That you were unnatural, a creation.
Well, this relationship is starting out well.
Uh-huh. But then...
Victor had known all along that I wasn't human. Then how... What had he been thinking of me all this time? Just the thought of that makes me freeze up.
I was going to keep it to myself. I thought the truth would be too painful for you to bear. You knew this whole time that I wasn't human? Yes. And did you think of me as a thing? As a monster? ...
His eyes are so sad. Even without saying anything, it's clear to me how much he must have struggled thinking about me. After a moment, Victor speaks softly.
I never once thought of you as a monster. Your life was artificial, yes, but I can tell you this with certainty, AC. You aren't just a thing. Things don't laugh or become sad on their own accords.
Shh, you didn't hear that, PS5. It's all okay.
Are you,
Yes? What?
Does your PS5 laugh or become sad of its own accord, or what are you saying here?
What? Reach your line!
And you're not a monster. Monsters don't love people.
Wow! Rude?
Victor! In another universe!
Frankenstein's monster. Create me a wife.
Monsters don't love people, what?
Wow. So rude.
But you're different, aren't you? You consider us all your friends. You care for us.
Are you saying monsters don't have friends now?
Monsters have a hard time making friends, maybe.
But what about other
That's
monsters?
other people's problem.
What if they have monster friends? They're still friends.
Anyway, so like I said, Victor in another timeline. Victor in another universe creates monster. That's why you're not a monster. You're just a kind-hearted girl.
I look up at Victor. Smile, lit by the moonlight, is very kind and so beautiful that it almost makes me cry. Another pain in my chest, another heartburn. Different from the pain of the horologium. Oh, so different from heartburn. A tiny
Keep
ache.
calling it heartburn, but she doesn't have a heart.
And I'm going to keep making nobody comments every time you say that. What could this be?
Trust me, not a single one of us thinks you're a monster. Not now. Not ever.
Victor reaches out his hand to me. I hesitate, but timidly reach out to take it. And he pulls me towards himself with great strength.
Thank you for believing me.
His smile. He smiles the smile.
Uh-huh.
His smile... Yeah! He smiles the smile of one feeling true happiness from the bottom of his heart. And I feel embarrassed.
So sorry for worrying you. I'll go back to my room now. So don't worry about me.
No, we have to have a running away segment. I move away gently and put the suitcase in my other hand.
What about you?
If he's going back, I'd like to stay with him for a little while longer, but...
I have some business in town. I'm going to be gone for a bit. Oh, what kind of business? It's the middle of the night.
Oh, searching for poison business. What poison? The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. The poison that was meant for Cusco. That poison.
EC's poison? Nothing much. I just have to pick up something I forgot.
The Victor smiles as he says this. I can tell that there is a lie mixed in there somewhere. Bad feeling stirs in my chest.
Are you sure you'll be alright alone? I'll be fine. I'm planning to be back by dawn. Make sure you get some sleep.
Why do I not believe you, Victor?
There's a lie mixed in there somewhere. What do you think the lie is?
Everything.
Don't worry, just rest. I promise. I'll cure your poison.
He says this, then leaves. Then... Victor is nowhere to be seen the next morning.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't come back that day, or the next, or the one after that.
You didn't specify who needs to be running away in the running away segment. Alright, and save. Victor's like,
how many saves does this game can have? 100.
So we should be okay.
We should be okay. A wanted man. You know
like,
what?
We have to have a running away arc. And I'm like, don't worry, there will be.
That's not the running away arc of the other chapters. Where's our running away arc?
It's right here.
But this is
away from home.
This is not the running away arc I was promised.
Who made you that promise?
You.
No, I didn't. When did I promise that? I've not promised that.
Grr, grr, grr. Grr, 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 grr.
Besides, if we think about the running away arc so far, not only one of them has AC like actually trying to run away from home properly. In Impy's just like, all right, let's go.
Let's go.
Is just like, oh, you're running away from home? JK, I'm coming with you. Let's go together. Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Okie dokie.
Van Helsing's she does run away and then gets captured by a serial killer.
What kind of cereal?
Scissors?
The scissor cereal? Oh no!
Yeah, I don't think it's FDA approved, unfortunately, but you know, they're in London, so I don't think the FDA has jurisdiction over there.
That's a problem.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it a problem for the FDA to not have control over other countries? I think that's a good thing, actually.
No, I think it's a problem that they're serving scissors, though.
They might just be scissor-shaped.
Anyway.
It's like Lucky Charms, you know, here's a pot of gold, here's a rainbow, here's a cloud, here's a scissor.
And who says that a scissor is a Lucky Charm?
Jack Blackman?
Well, what does Jack Black have to do with this?
I didn't say Jack Black, I said Jack Blackman.
Anyway. Thank y'all. Scissors. But what if I'm a paper or rock person?
You go eat a different cereal.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay, bye.
Thanks
for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everyone. We'll be back Wednesday. Should we do a raid?
We should.
We should do a raid.
GG's on.
Yeah, then let's do that. I'll go to this screen, and let's do a raid. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for hanging out. Bye.